All right, hey, it's another day of making music for making music with making music with my. I don't know why I can't speak today. Making music with my guitar every day, um, and yeah, uh, the as the title of this video is gonna say, I'm gonna get into story time about why the prison industrial complex matters so much to me, why I think defunding the police is important, um, and yeah, like all those things. Um, I made a freestyle about it, even right. It's right here, right. I'll play like a few seconds of it, like. Through the day, I'm coming with the red, cause that's what I see when I get up with the rage, and I flip it and I get it. Okay, and that's all I'll show because I don't know if I'm allowed. It's this guy's beat. I really like this. Like this Juice World, Robbie instrumental by Prod Tabe, right? If this guy is cool with me, like, uh, using the beat for a freestyle, and he was cool with it. Like, I'll put it on the channel for a second. Likely he won't be. I'll probably have to buy the beat, and I just want to like, do these videos without having to spend $100 or 1,000 or whatever, how much he'll charge for the beat. Um, right. But tangent. I was really proud of this freestyle I did there. Because I was like able to stay on topic and tell a story in one take, and I was super happy with that. And so I think that might be something I do musically, practicing musically, every day. Like try like do a freestyle every day, but have it be on topic, telling a story. Um, but and the story for today is how I almost went to prisoner jail. Um, so we'll talk about that, and then we'll practice some guitar. Um, and yeah, so here's what happened. Um, I grew up in like I moved around a lot as a kid, unstable household. Uh, and but in high school I was in Miami, and I was walking home from school, and what happened was mind you, I didn't have a lot of money as a kid, um, and I didn't have a cell phone right for a long time. But I um my parents like pulled together. Well, it's complicated. Dad's not really in the picture, but kind of in the picture. It's very complicated. But essentially, I was gifted uh uh a cell phone on my birthday by one of my parents. Right. Um, it's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it about like it. Technically, it was my dad who gifted it to me. But it's that's a whole complicated thing that like how like my relationship with my dad and like how that all regardless, he was in the picture but not in the picture. I'm not gonna go into it much more than that in this video. uh but he gifted me a cell phone for my birthday, and so it was like the first time I had a cell phone again in a long time. Like I did not have a cell phone. I was like literally like that kid that would like walk up to people because I would take two buses to school. I would take like the 99 and then the 93. If you're like in Miami, you know what those two buses are. Like one is like through Miami Garden, and the other one takes you down Biscayne. Um, and so I would like if I like something happened, if I one time I fell asleep on the bus and I had to ask someone to use their phone, I would be like, "Oh, can I use your phone to call my mom?" That would happen like often for me. So that's all to preface this as me like how I got into the situation. So a kid like roughly my age comes up to me as I'm walking home. Like I'm like I just got off the two buses. I'm tired. I just got out of high school. Like I'm ready to just go to sleep because high school starts early, and like my commute was like is like an hour and a half. So and I was taking AP classes. It was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know how I got through it. But yeah, I was like ready to just go to sleep. Um, and then I'm not even gonna get into all that stuff. But essentially, the kid comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, yo, can I use your phone to call my old ma?" And I was like, "Sure, dude. Like, here's my phone. Like here's my." I was doing the same thing, right? And then he pulls up, like he goes like this. He pulls up his like waist thing like that, and he like pops like what looks like a gun to me. Like he shows me like the hilt of like what looks like a gun, and he goes, "Your shit just got took, son." And I was like, "What?" And mind you, I just got this phone for my birthday. Like my birthday had just passed. So I was like, no, my shit did not get took. So what I did was a stupid thing. Uh and I fought for my phone. Like I like lunged at him and I kept like uh the gun in his waist like so he couldn't pull it out. And I also wrestled when I was in middle school. So I remember there was like this. If you ever wrestle, there's this trick that they teach you, where like if you push somebody, their natural reaction is to resist whatever force you exert on their body. So if you push someone, they're going to pull, right? And if you pull someone, they're gonna push, right? So if you want to get someone to move in the direction, you first do the opposite of what you want them to do, and then you push them, right? So if I want to push you, what I'm gonna actually do is I'll pull you first and then I'll push you, right? That's what you do if you want to like actually push somebody, because if you just try to push them, they're going to resist and they're going to push you. What you want them to do is you want them to put their momentum into whatever they're doing, right? And so I use that trick to like pull the gun away from him. So like I like pushed into him when I was really going to pull from him, right? And that caused him to, or was it maybe I'm mixing it up. Maybe I pulled. This is 10 many years ago, right? But I did that, and that's how I got the gun away from him. And like I was like about to light shit up. I was about to kill this man. 'Cause I was like, it's him or me, and it's not gonna be me, right? And I was like about to pull it, right? And I was like squeezing it. Uh, and I wasn't thinking, like, honestly, that probably would have fucked me up, like shooting someone, killing a kid, like even if it was like in self defense, right? Um, but and I probably would have gone to prison because black man shoots other black kid, like black kid shoots other. I'm a kid then. Black kid shoots other black kid. It's not gonna go well for me. But I look at the gun. It feels light. In the heat of the moment, I didn't notice. And I'm like, I look at it and I realize it's plastic. And I'm like, nigga, did you just try to rob me with a BB gun? And he's like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, you what? Like I'm just flabbergasted. Like I'm like, what? Uh, and and I go, I'm like, this is mine now. I'm keeping this BB gun. This is my BB gun now. I got a free BB gun out of this, and he goes, "Hey, yo, give me my BB gun back." And I'm like, "I'm not giving you this shit back. You just tried to rob me with it. You're probably gonna try to rob somebody else with it. It's mine now. Fuck you. I'm going." All right. And second stupid thing I did is I turn around, like I like literally like I give my back to the enemy, right? And this man like socks me on the back of the head. He goes and like socks me in the back of the head. And I turn around, he kind of like he didn't really get all the weight into it, else he would have probably knocked me out, or he didn't know how to punch. Um, whichever way, it kind of just grazed me, and it just like annoyed me, right? It felt like someone like throwing a book at your head, and I was like, did you just sucker punch me? And he's like, give me back my BB gun, and I'm like, I'm not giving you back shit. And now we're fighting. We're like fighting. Mind you, this whole time we were fighting in the street for this BB gun, right? When I thought it was a real gun, I was like, we were fighting like in the street, and I was screaming for help, and no one would stop. No one stopped their car to help me. Like everyone just drove by and ignored it. Um, that's an important part of the story. I skipped that, but that's very important. But Now, like, I'm kind of like, I'm not turning around. I'm backing up, right? But he's following me, telling me, "Give me back my BB gun. Give me back my BB gun." I'm like, "I'm not giving you back shit." Da 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 da. And now we're tussling. Like, we're like fighting. We're like wrestling, like outside the apartment complex, and like it's like we're real fighting right now. And I'm starting. I'm like, I'm starting to get tired, and I don't like. It's a weird feeling to be like tired when you're fighting somebody, because you can't let them know you're tired, because then they're gonna like take advantage of you. And so like you just have to get yourself out of that situation while still making it look like you're like boxers have to deal with that. Like if they get hit, they can't let the boxer know, "Ooh, I got hit," because then they're gonna pressure you more. Or and same thing if you're getting tired in a fight, you can't let anyone know. So you know, I'm holding that in. Um and mind you, as we're fighting, this man keeps trying to reach for my fucking phone and steal it from me. And I'm like angling away, trying to keep him from stealing my phone, like doing like this stuff, like trying to keep him. He's trying to reach in my pocket and grab my phone. And and then somehow like I push away from him, and I'm tired, and we're circling around a car now, right? Like I'm right outside my place. Like I'm like this close to getting home and getting inside. I know this is a long story. I'm sorry, but stick with me. So um like I'm this close from getting home, right? I'm like walking around this car, and he's like walking around the car and circling me, and I'm trying to figure out like a excuse to get him to stop fighting me without telling him that, yo, I'm tired. So I lie, and I go, he well he then as he's circling around, he calls me, like I think he calls me a pussy or something. um and he's like, stop being a pussy and fight me, like something like that. He said something like that. I don't know what it was exactly. Maybe a coward. I don't know. I felt like he maybe called me. I don't know, but I said, I don't want to fight you, and he said, why don't you want to fight me? And I then said, because I'm a pacifist. And then he looked at me, like straight up looked at me, like stopped and went, what's a pacifist? And I was like, this stupid motherfucker. And I was like, I literally screamed across the car. I'm like, it's someone who doesn't want to fight people as a moral stance. And I literally say that shit to him. And he goes, and he like looks, and he's real confused by that concept. And he goes, that's stupid. And I'm like, what? Like, but for whatever reason, that fucking worked. And he stopped fucking following me around the car, and he left. He like went home. I went my own way. And like when we were fighting, I had dropped the BB gun, so I went back to go pick up my BB gun, because I wasn't gonna leave this shit with nothing, right? Like I wanted something, right? Like if you're gonna try to attempt to rob me, at least I want a free BB gun, you know? Like that was kind of my like idea about it. So I go back, I go pick up the BB gun. I'm like, you know what? Hey, no harm, no foul. Like I'm cool. Like I'm gonna go home. I got a free BB gun. We're gonna take a nap. It's all good. I see this motherfucker, like as I'm walking to my house, right? Same motherfucker talking to a lady in a car, right? Like leaning into the car, right? And I'm like, I should warn this lady, man. Cause like he just tried to steal my phone. What if he tries to steal her phone? I should let her know what's up, right? I should, make sure that like nothing bad happens to her and she doesn't lose her shit, right? So I go up to the lady. I'm like, hey, lady, be careful giving this man your phone. He just tried to rob me. Like, just be careful, right? Uh, and she goes, I'm not a lady. I'm a security guard. And actually, what he just told me was that you tried to rob him. And we got reports um, from people in the neighborhood saying they witnessed you pointing a strange object at him. Remember I said I was going to light this motherfucker up? Yeah, that's what they said. That's what she said to me. And I was like, shit, this don't look good. And I have the BB gun on me. I have that shit on me. It's like literally on me. It's in my fucking waist. And I'm like, shit, fuck. like, I'm like this don't look good. It does not look good for me. And so I'm like, fuck, man, what am I gonna do? And so I lie, and I go, I know there's no security cameras where he like attempted to rob me, right? But I fucking lie. I bluff. And I go, okay, lady. He's saying one thing. I'm saying one thing. There's security cameras over. There were security cameras in a different portion of the where the where we were fighting, but not where the interaction first started, right? But there were security cameras like in that area, like in that general area. But I knew they wouldn't have seen anything. But I lied. I'm like, okay, let's go check the security cameras, and see what actually happened, like how this actually went down. Because I know I'm telling the truth. Let's go check the security cameras, and see if they're telling see if this man's telling the truth, right? And that man, he looked at me. He looked at the security guard. He looks at me. He looks at the security guard. Fucking does a 180, sprints, hops a fence, jumps, keeps sprinting, and like is out of there in like 10 seconds flat. I've never seen a man run so fast in my fucking life. And I look at the security guard lady, and she goes, I go, do you believe me now? Like, do you believe me? And she's like, yeah, but you gotta go file a police report because he was saying one thing, you're saying another, and people saw you pointing an object at him, just so that if something happens, you don't go. And he lied, you know. You don't want to go and end up in the system right now, right? And I'm like, shit, man. So I have to go sit, talk to these cops. She makes me call them. I have to tell my mom. I wasn't gonna tell anybody. I was just gonna go home with my fucking BB gun and call it a day, and take a nap because I was fucking tired. I was up at like fucking 6 in the morning. My commute to school was like an hour and a half, and I had to be at school at 8 a.m. I wanted to go to sleep, wake up at 2 in the morning, right? It was like maybe like 5, 6 p.m. Do my homework, sleep some more, hop on the bus, rinse, repeat, because that's what my life was in high school, right? Um, but that wasn't in the cards for me that day. And I had to explain to my mom, all the cops are saying, "Oh man, why'd you fight him? Why'd you fight him? Your phone ain't worth your life." But you know what? I've gotten robbed like 2 or 3 times, like while I was a kid. Actually, was it two? Maybe it was like 2 or 3 times. I've I've never gotten my shit back when I've been robbed. Right? I've never gotten my shit back. They never look for your shit. They never actually find your shit. It's gone, right? Actually, yeah, I've been robbed this is like 3 times, right, in my life. Um, Once in college, 2 times when technically, okay, I've been robbed a few times, but the cops almost never find your shit, man, and they can't do shit. They can't do anything. Um, and yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lose it. I just got that shit for my birthday. I wasn't about to lose it. Um, but that's what they were telling me. They're like, your phone ain't worth your life. You should have given it up. Da, 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 da. I mean, now that like I know how much money costs and like I can make money to get a new phone, right? I know not to fight for a phone. But back then, like, money was not like, it was tight for me, man. Like like there were times when like the electricity wasn't on in my house. There was like no food. Like I like this was my lifeline. Like this was like, and it was the only way I could contact my dad because he didn't live with us, right? So it was like a whole thing of why I wasn't gonna give away this phone. Long story short, um, they end up finding the kid. I tell him, hey, I don't want to press charges or anything. Just leave him a be. He was like 14. I'm like, don't mess up his life over some stupid shit. Like, And worst thing, they took away the fucking BB gun. The cops took away the BB gun. They didn't let me keep it. Like, no, uh, it wasn't that the cops didn't let me keep it. It was that my stepdad didn't let me fucking keep it. He was like, no, you can't have the BB gun. So I out of that whole interaction, I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. I was so pissed I didn't get to keep that BB gun, man. So pissed. But that's all to say that the cops didn't fucking keep me safe, right? The the um the security, like, if there were security cameras there, that might have kept me safe, like, I might have kept the story honest. But real shit, the thing that would have kept me safe would have been money in my community, right? So that either I wouldn't have felt so fucking tied to my phone, or that man wouldn't have felt the need to rob me for like a $200 track phone, Boost Mobile fucking phone. It wasn't even a good phone, right? That's what it was, right? Like, it's like the desperation of your economics. Like, the kid probably had needed money for food for his own shit. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh, this guy's an easy lick, right? Easy." That's what made me unsafe. What made me unsafe was people being desperate, right? And each of those cops are paid like what, 70K a year. Like, if that resource was just put into the fucking community, right? And 70K was like distributed for food or whatever that kid needed when he was trying to like steal my phone, he wouldn't have felt the need to rob me with the fucking BB gun, right? It wouldn't have been necessary, you know? Like it never comes across my mind to go and rob somebody for like $200 or something, because I know I have a job where I make good money and I don't want to put that on the line and jeopardize it. You know what I mean? It's like that's what makes you safe, not the cops. The cops did not help me at all. And if I don't know what happened to that kid. If that kid went to juvie, if he went to the prison system, it's only gonna be worse because he's not gonna be able to get a job after he gets out of the fucking prison or juvie, or I don't even know how it works, right? And then he's gonna be more liable to try to rob someone for their fucking phone to sell it back and make a quick buck. And so I think it's really important that, like, you maybe when people say abolish the police, that's like the end goal, right? But the way that you get there is by, defunding the resources, right, that you're using for the police to other things, right? And I firmly believe that. And that's why I feel so strongly about it. And that's why it really pissed me off, the thing with that AOC was saying, the rollback that Zoran's been having on it, and like also the conversation, like I'm a DSA member, right? Like like the conversations that are being had in DSA about like defunding the police, and how like it's not something that's uh uh pertinent from mass politics, like, oh, that's not gonna be something that the average, US citizen is gonna be okay with. Fuck that. Like, I'm the average. I'm part of the average, right? And I'm sure there's a bunch of people who look like me, who have a bunch of stories like that or something similar to that, who 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 don't want the police to be fucking militarized in their communities, man. Like, I live in Harlem. I see the fucking cops there. That's my story. I'm sorry it's been 20 minutes. And that's why I felt so strongly about it. And I think that I have an idea for how I'm gonna channel this frustration with that I have with DSA. And I think what I want to do um is I want to attend, like, there's like coalitions within DSA that I can talk to, and I have some ideas for how I can get um this to not just be to be like stuff like defunding the police and prison abolitionism, and like just really addressing the prison industrial complex in America as like as a politic issue. Like I have some ideas. I'm not gonna go into them right now. I want to talk to some people in the DSA that I met the other day about my ideas and see if there's already people who are doing what I'm thinking, because it doesn't seem that hard. Um, and I'll talk about it, how it goes. But this is about the music, but the music you like and the music that shapes you is dictated by your life experiences. So I think that, like, talking, having the little story times, right? I think those are important. Um, 'Cause it gives you an insight of like what you know influences me and what causes me to create. Um, yeah, and so uh, let's play a little guitar. Uh, and we'll close it out. Okay, that's it for today. All right, let's let's do that. All right, this has been a long video. I hope you enjoyed the story time. If you liked it, I don't know, give me a like and comment, subscribe or some shit. Tell me, I don't know, all the things that YouTube people say. Let me know you like it, and I have more. I have stories that I'm proud of, stories I'm not proud of. I'll tell them all, 'cause that's what the music's for, right? The music is for telling stories. Um, and that's all I want to do here, right? I just want to tell my stories so that you know some of them are here when I'm gone. All right, catch you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.